All right, so today we're on the Spicy Curry electric cargo bike from Yuba, and we're in the middle of rush hour right now. I'm not worried about that because one of the beauties of traveling on a bicycle is that you can definitely cut right through traffic, and also you are completely green. I'm not polluting the atmosphere. I'm getting some exercise, and I am absolutely destroying this traffic. So this is the Spicy Curry, the electric cargo bike from Yuba Bicycles. This bike can take you to 20 to 25 miles per hour very easily. Destroy traffic now! With 73 Newton meters of torque in this mid-drive engine, it's got a charge time of 4 to 6 hours, and the battery will last you about 3 hours or 25 to 45 miles. It also has LED lights, hydraulic disc brakes. It's got the big Apple Schwalbe tires, which are puncture resistant. You also have full coverage fenders, 1.5-inch reinforced head tube. It's got a nice low step over, so you can step over the bike really conveniently. It's got an LCD multi-function display with 4 levels of power adjustment. There's also a level 0, which is no power, so you can conserve your power when you don't need to use the power. You've also got a low rider cargo rack with a 20-inch wheel in the rear, 26-inch wheel in the front. That gives you a low center of gravity with that 20-inch wheel in the back. There's also an integrated lock tab and a YEP child seat. There's a plug-in cargo system with an optional truck bed. And you've got a Curry Technologies 350-watt center drive. That's why it's called the Spicy Curry, because the center drive is by Curry Technologies, which is actually a separate company. So this bike is actually a collaboration between Yuba and Spicy Technologies, or Curry Technologies rather. So this bike, according to Yuba, is to carry your groceries, your kids' packages, over 40 pizza boxes. You can blast up the hills with no effort at all, well, little to no effort at all. And also the battery is a 48 volt, 8.7 amp hour battery. You've got an aluminum cargo frame, and also you have compatible Yuba add-ons you can add to this bike as well. A lifetime warranty on the frame and 2-year warranty on the electric system. So we started our commute in Times Square, and I'm actually going to do a true proof of concept. Now keep in mind, this is a cargo bike, so this is designed to actually carry loads. So if you're looking for something to commute on, there's certainly better options that are available right now. I actually recommend you go to NYCwheels.com because they actually can build you custom bikes, and they have a great selection of various options which are available for you. So on this bike, I can easily do, I would say, 25 to 30 miles per hour. I can easily do 25 miles per hour on this bike. Right now we're doing about 21 miles per hour, and it's no problem at all. You got 4 modes of power. Obviously, the more power you command, the lesser the range is going to be. Now, one of the unique features of this bike is the low center of gravity in the back, giving you a very stable platform to carry your loads. And by the way, I'd like to mention that today is actually very, very windy. So without the power of the electric motor, this little commute of ours will be a completely different story. Absolutely completely different story. So you got the low step over. I can just simply step over right now and adjust my camera in the back here. So I have to say, with my testing thus far, I found that the bike is extremely stable at high speeds, 20, 25, 30, 35 miles per hour. It's not a big deal at all. Whoa. But one thing I would say, as far as a negative, is definitely this bike could use some suspension. It's definitely not designed for rough roads like what we are on today. but you can actually adjust the pressure on the tires. I haven't had time to do that yet, so maybe dropping the pressure by 5 pounds or so might help to make it a little bit smoother. But if you're on good roads like we are on right now, you're good to go. It's just any roads that would be bad in your car, probably going to be doubly so on the spicy curry, which is unfortunate if you live in an area with a lot of bad roads like that. But otherwise, you're good to go. So the battery is removable. It's a 48-volt battery. You can easily remove it. It's actually lockable as well. There's a key which allows you to release the battery. Batteries are, that's something you don't want to have someone be able to just snap it off and steal it from you. That would really, really be a big downer. So it's certainly good that it's lockable. Also, the baby seat in the back, the Yep seat in the back, is also lockable as well. So you can secure that from theft. The bike also has its own integrated locking system where you can actually pull out it's like a little rod, and you can secure, basically the wheels won't turn while you have the lock on there. So got to focus on going and joining traffic here. Now this should be very interesting because everyone else here, for the most part, is of course riding on a normal bicycle. So as you can see what the experience is already. So this is out on a bicycle path here. So we've essentially got a highway. Now there's highway for cars too, but I don't know how much you can see. There's the highway right there. There's a lot of traffic over there, so that's not exactly any kind of a trick or escape from traffic in the city. So this is a unique option for me to be able to come out here and essentially non-stop, full speed, go downtown. Now right now, I am doing about 23 miles per hour. Not really taking a lot of effort. We're in September here. I've got a jacket on. I got a hat on. I'm not exactly dressed to be on a bicycle. And I normally would never try to do something like this on a regular bicycle, because by the time I get to my destination, I'm going to be all sweaty, of course. So we're doing 20. I'm not even going full out right now. And full out on this is not as much effort as it is actual how fast you're pedaling, because you're getting pedal assistance from the system, which is detecting your level of effort and giving you assistance accordingly. So again, going all out on this, well, going all out, you do have to put some effort into it. That's trying to go to 30 miles per hour, which I can do, but that's where I'm really going to have to get into it. But just to get, say, 25 miles per hour as opposed to 21, like I'm doing right now, that just requires me to pedal faster as opposed to giving more effort into my pedal. So for just a little more effort, I can get to that 25. But it's kind of congested, and you got people that are kind of brainless, like this guy walking on the bike path, going the wrong way. Just totally clueless. There's a sign right there that says walk on the left. But of course, everybody just does whatever. So, because of people like that, I can't really do the 25 that I would like to do, or I could definitely do. You have some guys here walking in the bike path again. That's another thing. People walk in groups. They want to walk, all side by side and all this kind of stuff. And it's kind of, you bicyclists know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's funny because there's a lot of hate in terms of people hating on bicyclists. I don't know why I said it like that. But we have a lot of reasons to hate on some other people. So anyway, so you've got the removable child seat in the back. It's lockable. The battery's lockable. The bike has its own lock. You have 4 different power modes. And that's basically levels of assistance. So obviously the least amount of assistance that you use, the bigger the range or the longer the range you're going to get on the bicycle. As far as how it feels, it's definitely not abrupt. It's not something like, oh! I mean, if you start off at level 4 for the first time and you haven't really gotten used to the bike yet, it could be just a little bit, I don't want to use the word startling, but it's definitely not scary. Again, if you haven't ridden the bike, I mean, it'll take you all of a day, not even a day, a couple of hours to get used to it. But for the very first time, the idea of applying just a little bit of pedal and getting 5 times or more the result, relative to how much effort you put in, for the first time, it's kind of like, oh, but definitely not scary at all. And again, you get acclimated fairly quickly to it because it's not a surging thing that's kind of like, not at all. I think the best way to describe it is that you just basically feel like you're a lot stronger than you are, or it's like you're deleting hills. So just imagine you could just delete all the hills from your terrain. Now physically you're going to see the hill, you're going up the hill, you're going down the hill, but the physics involved in climbing a hill are removed by the system, or at least they feel like they're removed by the system. So I think that's a pretty good description of what it actually feels like, as opposed to, again, something that's pushing you along, you know what I mean? So one of the things as far as, now Yuba has other bicycles. This is a cargo bike designed to carry your kids, carry groceries, Home Depot stuff, whatever you can think of. I've even seen somebody carrying another bicycle on this thing. But you can absolutely, get smaller, bicycles that'll be probably more convenient as far as using something to actually commute with. And so just bear that in mind. But the basic principles still apply as far as, the convenience and being able to get through traffic and, the green, environmentally friendly solution to getting you about. And as you can see, there was a whole bunch of bicyclists there waiting, and they're way behind me right now, probably 800 feet behind me. And I'm not, it's not this crazy, because of the speeds I'm doing right now, I would say I'm doing the equivalent of like maybe a jog, I would say, would probably be the level of effort that I'm putting in here. Maybe a little bit less than a jog, but that's just because I'm trying to demonstrate the full potential of what this bike is capable of. So I'm shooting for maximum speeds. But if I wanted to make this kind of like a walk, then I could easily slow it down. I'll tell you what my speed is in a second. I'm still doing 22. I'm still doing 22, really. Wow, so what was I doing before when I was really trying to make some time? So 23. Okay, so me giving it a little bit more effort, putting into like a jog, that has me doing 23, 23.3. But if I were to take it easy, or take it even more easy, I'm already taking it easy right now. If I were to take it even more easy and just kind of like, I want to do as if I'm just walking, then 22 miles per hour, no problem. On a hot sunny day, I mean, you could be out in really warm clothes and be completely fine. No problem at all whatsoever. All right, we're almost at our destination. I work on Wall Street in Manhattan here. I also work in Los Angeles, which are both two places with a lot of traffic. So something like this depending on how far you're commuting to, is definitely an exciting possibility and something that I'm definitely going to be investing in the future. So what else can I tell you about this bike? So what about the comfort level? I can do 10 miles on this. I have done 10 miles on this without much of a big deal as far as any discomfort or anything like that. I've gone much longer than that, but I would say 10 miles is the, not the limit, but 10 miles is a good number in terms of distance traveled without having any kind of a major discomfort or anything like that. Of course, it's going to be subject to your personal, anatomy, your body weight. Just like, for example, seats. You can get seat upgrades, and every seat is not going to be the same for everyone. It's going to be a lot based on you and your preference. So it's a very personal thing. This guy's letting me go through. So now what I'm going to do is there's kind of a roadblock here. Now we're going to join traffic. Now normally my concerns here would be getting in the way of traffic and then making myself a hazard to cars and myself more like. But with this bike, as you can see, I'm joining right in with traffic. I'm saving my time of the detour on the right by coming over here, doing 23.2. But regardless, I'm keeping up with traffic, no problem. I got my suit on, no big deal. I ain't gonna see anybody else on a regular bike doing this, keeping up with traffic while wearing a suit. But you can't do that on an electric bike like the Spicy Curry. Right now we're doing 24.7. Things are opening up, so now I'm falling behind with the traffic because the roads are opening up. But I still feel comfortable being on this bike. Now, if I were on a normal bike, I wouldn't feel as comfortable being in traffic like this. So now we can get back on the path here. Whoa. All right, we're almost at our destination. Made it all the way downtown from Times Square. It was all in one take, one video, so you can actually see how long it actually took me to get down to downtown. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, downtown. La 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 la. Downtown. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So just look at the time on the video, and that'll give you the real deal. I don't know how I sound right now, but let's see what happens when I actually stop to talk about our ride here. Oh, we made it just in time for the beautiful sunset here. Statue of Liberty on the right. So Wall Street is over to our left, Financial District. And this is the Harbor Grill over here. Statue of Liberty is straight up ahead. And we're just gonna find some place over here to pull over. Give you guys a nice shot here. All right, so here we are. I'm not sure how much time that took us, but we are here. All right. Drift Ghost S camera with a rotating lens, which is a nice convenience for shooting this video. And I want you to follow me on my adventures. The Spicy Adventures NYC is the hashtag. I'm going to be taking this bike to Connecticut, to Long Island, doing lots of crazy things on it. So this is Spicy Curry. Again, follow me on my adventures. Spicy Adventures NYC is the hashtag. Follow me on my travel channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. I'm going to be pushing the limits of this bike. They say you can do 40 miles. Well, let's see about that. I want to do a 5-borough tour. I want to do New York City to Stamford, Connecticut, New York City to Long Island, maybe we can do some adventures on the train. See if we can get this on the train. I gotta see which trains I can fit it on. I can do it on a city bus. I don't know about the train, but we gotta figure that out. But I want to really push the limits of what this thing is capable of doing. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. And that concludes my in-depth review of the Spicy Curry from Yuba. Thanks for watching, and definitely click on that subscribe button.
Welcome to the future. Let's ride.